Hello everybody. Whoop. I've got the bell going before I'm even ready. Welcome to Yoga with me, Marina White Raven, and today's yoga is especially for anxious types. So who isn't? But we have a particular focus on, addressing and recognizing and hopefully relieving or softening the edges of that's anxious sort of feeling, that tense. And actually that's what most of the main reason why we practice yoga is, to reduce tension, to address tension in the body and in the mind, which are obviously connected. And I thought I would just start with I found a nice little quote. Sometimes these are really helpful, and it was a sweet one. So and it was looking at the difference between I like you and I love you. And when you like a flower, you just pluck it. But when you love a flower, you water it daily. So hopefully that relates to our radical self-care. Yeah, practice daily. Okay, now we have the bell. So we know we're going to practice. Well done for being here. Well done for showing up. And whatever happens, just start with a good attitude and try. Have a go and enjoy. Yeah, let's find the joy in what we're doing. So we're going to begin by bringing the legs together, the sides of the feet together. We're going to do these little energizers. So imagine yourself a little battery. You might feel a little bit like this. Your battery might be like this, or your battery might be like this. So we're going to try and even it out. Wherever you're coming from, we're going to try and find some balance and some focus. So you breathe in, lift the arms up, you come up onto your toes, lift your heels high off the floor, bring your arms together above your head, squeeze the arms, squeeze the legs, hold your breath in. Then breathing out through the nose, slow, steady exhale. As you bring your arms down, you bring your heels down to the ground. Okay, let's try it again. Breathing in, lifting the heels off the ground, extending the arms up, hold your breath in, squeeze everything together, hold, and then breathing out. So it's consciously tensing so that we can actually really relax a little bit more and release some of that pent-up energy. Inhale, hold that together, squeeze, 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 extending the whole body, and then out through the nostrils. In fact, we'll do one more of these. Normally I just do 3, but it feels like one of those days where we need an extra boost. Lift the heels high, point or push up the toes, squeeze, hold the breath in, and breathing out slowly through the nostrils, bringing the arms down. Good. So let's just connect the side of the body up, put the right hand on the left shoulder, and we sweep to the right hip. Really meaningful sweep. You can even watch yourself doing that. 3 of those, and one for luck. It feels like an extra one kind of a day. Left hand on the right shoulder and sweep. So it's the sides of the body, is crossing of the body from one thing to the other. So we're connecting up the sides. I think that was the same amount. I kind of, lost that a little bit. And we're just going to take some claps in front and behind. Yes, just to make a little feeling of a space around us. Yeah, wake up, connect, and give the energy something to focus on, in front and behind. I often use these in family yoga. It's just a good little sharpener, and it's a bit of fun as well, and get the arms moving. Breathing in, lift the shoulders up, squeeze, 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 and release out through the mouth. Yeah, feels good. Keep the knees nice and soft there, just reminding you, don't grip the ground with the toes. Breathe in. Lift the shoulders, breathe in, squeeze, and then out through the mouth. Let the shoulders drop heavily. Breathing in one more time. Let the shoulders drop heavily. And let's just do one more because we're doing that today. Breathing in, squeeze the shoulders up. Hold the breath in. And out through the mouth. Good. Roll the shoulders back. 3 times, 2 and 3. Keep the knees nice and bendy. In fact, we'll do it one more. One more for luck. And then forwards with the shoulders 3 times with one more for luck. So we're doing these lovely big shoulder shrugs. Now thinking, can you feel that little bit of release happening in the shoulder? Let's go for it a bit more. Now they're a bit more warmed up. Take a small step forward, or a step forward with the left foot. that left knee is bent, put my left hand on that hip. The right knee is kind of soft as well. And we're going to swing this right arm very heavily. So we're trying to get this right shoulder energized and loosened up. Notice how I'm holding gently the fingers of that hand with the thumb very gently. We're not holding a fist, it's just gently. Swing the arm quite strongly though. Give it a bit of welly. And then we're going to make some big, big circles just using the welly and the weight of the arm. So we're going to go round backwards first of all. Yeah, a few times. Just get that going. Releasing the tension in the rest of the body. Swing the arm again. Going to go forwards now. Good. Yeah, get those big circles going. Opening up your wings to fly. Yes. Good. Just have a little notice between the sides of the body. How does that feel? That feels like I want to do this side a lot. So I take a step forward with the right hand goes on the right hip, knees still nice and soft, and we just swing the left arm quite strongly, keep the knees nice and bendy, so there's nothing, you know, being held or rigid here. We're holding the fingers with the thumb very gently, but we are swinging the arms quite strongly. And we're going to go backwards first of all. Breathe all the time, don't hold your breath, that's just going to cause tension. We're releasing the tension, which looks like a strong way, but actually hopefully this should be very safe and okay. Releasing the tension. The tension is what's much more problematical forwards now. Keep breathing in and out through the nostrils, don't hold your breath. Good. And then we just have the legs apart a little bit, and we just swing the arms side to side. Bending the knees, just loosening everything up, coming into the arms, the shoulders, the neck, the chest, everything is loosening. Okay. Now we've stirred things up a little bit, let's just really focus on releasing all of that stirred up tension and give it to the ground. So, half breaths, breathing in. Fresh new inhale, look up to the ceiling, arms up, and then out through the mouth. So breathing into the nostrils, extend up, fill the body with air, then out. Everything released out on the half breath. Out through the mouth. Empty, empty, empty. So just be noticing, acknowledging anything that's bothering you at the moment, some little tension, some worries, some negativity, some anxieties. And we're just going to bring that up with that inhale and then just empty it out. Going to sweep it out. Inhale, exhale. Good. Okay. So let's just connect again. Connecting energy is crossing over the body, which we did with the shoulder to hips. A great little practice. Also with a cross crawl. So we're going to lift the knee and meet it with the opposite hand. Just do a few of these just to connect up. And then we're going to extend the leg out and meet it with the opposite hand. Very simple. Coordinating the body with the brain. I certainly need that today. Been being a bit clumsy, so this is quite good for me to do, definitely. I don't know how you're going. Coordinating everything, opening us up a little bit. And then we're going to bring the leg out to the side and bring the opposite arm over the head, opening up the sides of the body. Breathe, enjoy that opening. Good to open up the sides of the body where things can gather, emotions, tensions, and we're just addressing all of that. Good. And we'll just take the feet apart again. All of that stuff we've just opened up, we're just going to loosen it all, Tai Chi twist, knees nice and bendy. And just twist the body centrally, arms are super heavy, bend the knees, just everything loose and easy. So after that effort, we just find the ease in the body. Bend the knees. Even looking right behind you, maybe even coming up off the toe. Enjoy the freedom, the space around you with your arms. Enjoying the air around you and the air inside you. Let's just have a little bit of a pummel. Get the energy. Focus our energy. Hold the lower back there, give it a little pummel. I'm going to give it a little bit of a rub, so using the knuckles, just going up and down either side of the spine. Whoa, that feels good. Getting the subtle energy, the kundalini, the prana, engaging with that energy. And also uplift and open the heart. Keep breathing. Breathe into the chest, center of the chest. Give that a little bit of extra thumping and the sides. Here, just where your bra strap is, if you have a bra, or otherwise where it would be if you were wearing one. Yeah, breathe. Can you breathe deeper now? I can feel myself opening up a little bit. Wow. Come to the front of your mat. Put your feet hips width apart, parallel feet. Look at your feet, lift the toes, place them down. Lift the heels, place them down. Feel the feet, feel the ground with your feet. Just give them a little bit of a squeeze, the ground or the mat. Soften the knees, just find our stance. Feel our body. Feel a sense of yourself, your body, your connection with your ground, the space around you, the space of your body. And feel the alignment of the limbs. Feel that the knees are on top of the ankles, the hips are on top of the knees, the shoulders on top of the hips, and the head on top of the body. So the head's on top of the heart, the centre there. Just feel that sense. Lift the heart. Bring the hands together. We're going to come into Trikonasana, triangle. Put the weight onto the left foot, step back with the right. Good. Just check your feet again, lift the toes, place them down. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the palms, open the chest. Breathing out, reaching over to your left and then down. Take your time, make connection with the lower leg. Unlock the knees. Keep releasing that tension in the body. Breathing in, lift up the right arm. As that arm lifts up, let the shoulder open away from your ear. Fingertips going right up to the ceiling. Good. Let's just rotate that wrist as well, just to keep our attention. You know how that busy mind likes to find something interesting, so you might want to just rotate the wrist while it's there above you. Keep watching it with the eyes. Good. Come up on the inhale. Lower the arms on the exhale. Bend into the right knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Shift the weight onto the right foot. Step back with the left foot. Feet at right angles to each other. Breathing in, lift the arms up, lift the chest, lengthen the body. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest, palms wide. Breathing out, reaching over to your right and then down. Make connection with that lower leg. From this point, we lift up that left hand into the fingers. Let the left shoulder sit back away from your ear. Soften the knees. Lift the toes, place them down. Looking up at that left hand. Just rotate that wrist. Just watch the lovely movement of that wrist. Go in both directions. Keep extending. As if your wrist is going around but it's wanting to climb up, like a spiraling upwards all the time. So we're not hanging here. We're really all the time thinking about engaging all of our body. Breathing in, coming up on the inhale. Blowing the arms on the exhale. Bend into the left knee. And bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Beautiful. Good. Take a moment there just to stand, see how your body feels. Notice where your mind is going, what it's being distracted by. And just look at your feet, which are on the ground. So become embodied. Feel the ground beneath you. Lift the toes, place them down. I'm going to take a bigger step back now for Warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2. So take the weight onto the left foot. Big step back with the right. Square the hips to the long edge of the mat. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Lengthen the body. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, expand between the fingertips, look down the left arm and bend into the left knee. Maybe want to have a little look at that left knee to make sure it's going in line with the toes. No matter what direction the toes are going, it's going to go in line with them. So adjust that position if you need to. If it's impossible to open that hips that much, adjust the position of your toes. Much better for the alignment of the limbs. At the same time, pushing back with that right heel. That back leg is really strong. Arms extended away from each other. Come on. Engage with that energy. Align with the energy in your body. Keep lifting the chest. Keep making that effort. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Strong in and exhale. You can use the Ujjayi or ocean breath if that feels good to you. Come up on the inhale. Lower the arms on the exhale. Bend into that right knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Okay. Shift the weight onto the right foot. Take a big step back with the left. Big step. Square the hips to the long edge of the mat. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, extend between the fingertips across the chest. Look down that right arm, breathing out. Bend into that right knee. It's hovering above the ankle, in line with the toes. Making sure you've got some weight going back into that left foot. The body is going upright. It's not leaning forwards. And think about drawing out your pelvic floor if you feel you need a bit more stability. All the time extending the fingertips away from each other. Shoulders down, away from your ears. Lifted chest, strong belly. Everything active. Active and alive. You keep it alive, you keep it flowing by breathing deeply. Come up on the inhale. Lower the arms on the exhale. Bend into the left knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Time for a little bit of a reviver. Restorer. So we're going to come into our ragdoll. So feet are still hips width apart, but you start to bend the knees and you start to feel yourself just softening. So the head is heavy. The chin's coming to the chest. The hands are sliding down the fronts of the legs. You're breathing in and out the whole time. You're letting your arms hang heavily down. Knees are bent. Whole body's hanging forwards. Alternative is to place the elbows on the knees. Let the head hang. Breathe in deeply, whatever you're doing, and exhale out through the mouth. Make that a really long, meaningful exhale. Even sigh if it feels good. Breathe in through the nostrils, as always, and out through the mouth. Feel everything releasing. Feel all of that tension that gathers in the spine, the nervous system. It's just releasing with the weight. Just let your weight hang forward. You know, drop that heavy burden. Just let it drop. Carrying way too much stuff that's not ours, you know. Oh yes. Yeah, right. Okay. Let's just let it go. We're going to slowly take our attention to the base of the spine and imagine we're going to recreate this beautiful spine, make it brand new. So we need to keep the knees bent as we lift up. Feel that energy is just rising up through the spinal column. Keep breathing in and out to fuel that energy, and we're lifting up, and the heart's lifting up, and the shoulders are sitting back, and everything is revitalized. Feel your feet sinking into the ground. Feel the heart lifting. Good. Okay. Another side angle. So this is going to start like a warrior two, like we just did, but it's going into a side flank. So it's challenging. Okay. Yeah, I may as well be honest. So standing with the feet hips width apart, feet parallel, put the weight onto the left foot and send the right foot back. Big step, warrior step. Okay. Back foot, getting the toes pointing slightly forward. Square the hips. So starting like warrior two as we just did. So breathing in, lift the arms and lift the chest, lengthen the whole body. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, expand the chest, fingertip to fingertip. Look down the left arm, we're going into warrior two. Bending into that left knee. As that left knee comes forward, push back with that right foot. Get that dynamic strong, because we need the strong dynamic for the next part. Breathe in. On the out breath, you can let your left forearm just rest, not lean. Rest onto that front knee, the left knee. And then the right arm is going to, as if it wants to come down to the ground in front of you, and then sweep up in a beautiful arc right in front of you. And we're making a long line. So check, it's a diagonal from the right fingertip here, right to the right foot, the back foot. So it's a beautiful long line, and you make that really strong. Some of you might want to, if you're more practiced, take that left hand down to the ground. That's not necessary, okay? So don't overdo it. There's no point. So breathe. You can look up at the ceiling or the sky on the inside of that right arm. Stretch right into the fingertips. Now to come out, we're going to bend into that left knee, sweep the arm in front of our face, and inhale, come up. Exhale, lower the arms down, bend into the right knee, and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Not cool. I only just made it then. To pay attention. So notice where your mind is now. Take the weight onto the right foot. Take a big step back with the left. Big step. Get your feet in a comfortable position. Even weight between the feet already. Hips align with the long edge of the mat. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, expand the chest. Breathing out, looking down the right arm, bending into the right knee. As that knee goes forward, push into that left foot. So that dynamic between the feet, legs as well, strong, hips open. Breathe in here, and as you breathe out, you're going to take that right arm down to the knee. Watch the other arm, it's just falling down to the ground. Then it's coming up on an inhale into a beautiful arc, this lovely long line. So make this a very strong line. It's almost like the body is just hanging off this line, like a washing line. But we have to extend the fingertips away and also think about that left foot pushing into the ground. It's your anchor. So don't lean onto that leg. Looking up at the ceiling on the inside of that arm. Breathe. Breathe. Right, so now you have to bend into the front knee a lot. Let the arms swing down to the ground. And use the inhale to come up. Arms come up. Exhale, arms come down. Bend into the left knee. And bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Good. Give everything a little shake. Shake the arms, shake the legs. Yeah, okay. So we're going to come into a wide leg forward bend. So take the feet really wide and the feet are parallel. We're going to take the arms behind us and interlink the fingers. We're going to incorporate a little bit of a chest opener. Very important to keep this chest nice and open, the heart open, but also keeping these shoulders back to counteract all of this that we're doing, what we do all the time, you know, but particularly now probably a lot of laptop work. So breathe in, lift the chest, lift the chin, open the chest. As you breathe out, you're going to lean forward, straight back, keep the knees slightly soft, so we're not locking the knees up, all the way forwards. You can let your hands rest on your back first of all. And bringing your head down to the ground, close to the ground, and then you bring your arms over the head. Now try to resist pushing the arms forward. Instead, just let the weight fall forwards first of all. And then focus on your breath. So breathing into the centre of the chest, quite strongly, using the in and exhale through the nostrils, through the nose. And just letting the weight of the arms just gradually fall forward. Your shoulders will gradually relax a little bit and give you more space if you breathe deeply. So mostly how to breathe deeply, how to slow the breath, how to lengthen the breath. Well, the key part of that is lengthen the out breath. Breathe out longer. Release all that breath out the body. Squeeze it out. Okay, now let the arms just come back to your back. Soften the knees slightly. And we're just going to keep the hands together, but just do this little circling on the middle of the back. Last in the centre, just breathing there. Good. And both directions. And then just let the arms hang forwards, bend the knees, and come into a wide leg ragdoll. Nice and comfy, knees nice and bent. So we're getting a bit of release in the hips there as well, let the head be heavy. You might want to just walk the hands over to your left, and you might want to walk the hands back to the centre, and you might want to walk the hands over to the right. Let's see how far we can go there, and just walk back. It's just nice to give the legs a bit more space, explore the range of our motion there. Keeping the knees bent, leave the head heavy, leave the arms heavy, and start lifting up from the base of the spine. Keep the knees bent, leave the head heavy, keep breathing it out. You're going to rise up, roll up, revive. Good. Okay, let's bring the legs together, however you want to bring them together. Give everything a little shake again. Shaking. Really good to do. Balance time. I haven't done this for a while, so I thought we'd give it a try. Eagle. So Eagles are really great. We've got lots of twisting and squeezing going on here. So we're going to start off on the right foot. So most important with the eagle, don't forget you can use a piece of furniture if you feel this is going to be difficult to balance. And it will change every day. I'm finding this all the time. So bending that right knee a lot. You really have to bend a lot, and then lift that left leg off the ground. Place the thigh as far as you can over the right, so crossing over. And then if you can, try and get that toe tucking behind the calf of the left foot. But you have to keep that really bent and really low gravity. Try not to lean forwards too much. Try and keep the body upright. Then the opposite arm to the leg that's on top, so that's my right, goes underneath. And I take the left arm on top. See? So that left arm is going on top of that arm, and then I'm trying to bring the hands together. If this bit is too much for you, just stay with the legs, and you're looking directly forwards. You have to keep your belly really strong, keep the shoulders down, breathe. I'm going to come out of this now, so we're going to come out of this like a flying eagle. So I'm going to relax the arms, going to lift them up, and bring the arms down. Shake everything out. It's strong, the eagle's strong. It's not an easy posture. Maybe that's why I don't do it so much. Bending into that left knee now. So you need to bend it a lot, as much as you can. Then lift that right leg off the ground. Take the thigh right over. The key is getting the thigh as far over as you can, as if you were trying to stop yourself going to the toilet maybe. And then tuck the toe behind the calf there. But stand really tall, keep that chest up. Now the bottom arm is the left, so the right arm goes on top of the left, and bring the hands together. Okay. And we're looking directly through the hands, if you like the eagle. Breathe, squeeze the thighs together. This will help your balance. Breathe. Now on the inhale, you're going to lift the arms up, lift the leg off, and blow the arms down. So it's over now. We're not going to do it again. Not today anyway. Let's take the legs apart. Let's give because we've been so squeezed up, we're going to give ourselves some space and a bit of self-expression. So let's make a nice big star. Legs as wide as you can go, arms as wide as you can go, fingers as wide as you can go. Everything, imagine this is your very centre, your belly button. Everything is expanding away. Even the head is lifting up away. See if you can expand your face by smiling. Good. Breathe. Rotate the wrists. Good. And we just bring the wrists back in. Yeah. And we creep the feet together. Give everything a shake. Okay. Let's take a moment here just to stand. We're going to do a nice release here. You're going to enjoy this one. I'm doing this one quite a lot for this session. I think it's really, really useful. So it's our version of a standing line, which I'm calling the goddess. Whether you're a man or a woman, we all can be the goddess. So feet are wide, but the feet are not parallel. They're out at a 45-degree angle. Bending the knees. Let's get the legs ready. So the knees have to go in the same direction. So it's not a precise thing, 45. It's just not parallel, but also it's not straight, directly out to the sides. That would not be fun. So it's just look up where your knees are bending and make sure the knees and the toes are going in the same direction. That's the most important thing. But also we're not sticking the bottom out here. We're keeping the body upright. So strong belly required here. Good. You can also exercise your pelvic floor if you want to here. Just getting those legs ready. Maybe we want to go side to side a little bit. Breathe. Yeah. Side to side. I'll give your knees and thighs a little workout. So this is the top part, breathing in. You bring the hands together, you're breathing in, lifting the arms up. And as you breathe out, you get these cactus arms, fingers really extended, tongue out the mouth, eyes really wide. Yeah, and the sound. So have that practice first of all. Breathe in and then this rasping sound. Really good releasing, energizing thing to do. So breathe in. Let's put it together. Good. Let's get it really going. Breathe in. Yeah, that roaring sound. So do it like you really mean it now, goddess. And as we've been doing one for luck, let's do one more for luck. Good, bring the legs together, give everything a shake. Bring the feet around just a comfortable distance apart, shoulder distance or hip distance, whatever feels better for you right now. Bring the hands together, a little moment of gratitude. So we're focusing all this energy that we've stirred up, that we've released, that so far in our practice, kind of finding a balance with, and we're bringing it back to our heart center. So just bring the hands together, connect and feel the thumbs pressing into the heart center slightly, soften the knees, lift the toes, place the feet down. So you're feeling the whole sense of yourself, top of the head to the soles of the feet, to the ground beneath the feet, and feeling that sense of connection. So we're going to connect to ourselves. Those of us who are practicing here right now in this moment, we hopefully maybe feel a connection to each other. So as you breathe in, you're going to lift the arms up. And breathing out, bring the arms down. Good. So starting again, this time we're going to breathe. We're going to lower the arms down. Breathe in. The palms are coming up. So you're twisting your arms. The palms are coming up. You're looking up. You bring the hands together, and you draw them back into the heart center. This is what we're going to do. Drop the hands down. Open the arms up. So it's really opening up. It's like a request. Breathing in, lifting up, bring the hands together, looking up and watching the hands, keeping your attention on what you're doing. Notice how your mind may wander, so you're opening up to what is, inhaling all the way up, and then breathing out, keeping the breath in and out through the nostrils. And this is a little moment of gratitude, breathing in, lifting the arms up. Yeah, sweeping it all up, noticing what is here today. What do I feel grateful for today? What am I appreciating today? Who, what? Is there something when I woke up this morning and I thought I was really glad about? So bringing our attention to maybe just the simple everyday things. Simple everyday things that we take for granted. Maybe making them and realizing how special they actually are. Life itself. And then maybe also with this practice, just to go a little deeper, is to maybe think about some forgiveness. So I would always say this starts with ourselves. So you might want to just notice anything you've kind of been berating yourself for, been kind of hard on yourself for, and just forgiving, forgiving anything you might have said or done or haven't felt that you've done very well, or things you wish you weren't doing, and just forgive. Feel that feeling, those feelings, and have a sense of forgiveness. And that's, I don't know how that is for you. So whatever it is for you, wherever you feel that in your body, a sense of forgiveness. And you give it movement, you give it physicality, and you give it breath. So we're giving it some energy. So we're just having a moment of that. And if there's anybody else you feel like you want to bring into this, that you feel, you want to just give some attention to their heart and offer that little moment of forgiveness, bringing the hands to the heart center, and letting that all just rest and settle in that heart space. Bring the hands together, close the eyes, soften the knees, feel the feet on the ground. So you're really embodying this practice, embodying it. Close the eyes. Feel. How does my heart feel today? Not how I want it to feel, but how it actually feels. And it may feel numb, it may feel like a rock. I'm just accepting however it is right now. A moment of peace or stillness here. And drop the hands down. And we're just going to come into some moving and breathing with a half sun salute. Thank you. Feet hips width apart, parallel. Breathing in, lift the arms up, look up. Bring the hands together above the head. Breathing out, the hands turn and face out as you come down. Knees are bent, fingertips touch the ground. Out breath all the way down. Now straighten the legs. So you're pushing up through the legs. Put the hands on the shins just below the knees. The eyes come forward, the chest comes forward, the shoulders go back. So the shoulders up, the back, the arms and the legs are all straight. Forward bend from here. Look down at the ground, straight legs. Bend the knees a lot so you can power up through the legs, breathing in all the way up. Look up. Hands come together, arms come down. That is the half sun salute. I'll talk you through it a few more times. Just change of position. Breathing in all the way up. Look up. Hands come together. Stretch up. Breathing out. Bend the knees. The chest and the face are coming forwards. The fingertips come to the ground. All on an out breath. Hands on the shins. Look up. Look forwards. Chest comes forward. Shoulders back. Forward bend. Flatten the hands to the ground. Bend the knees a lot. Breathing in. Lift the eyes up to the ceiling. Inhaling. Pushing up through the legs. Hands come together. Exhaling. Hands come down. Palms are going down. Inhaling all the way up. Strong inhale. Stretch up to the ceiling. Look up at the ceiling. Bend the knees. The chest is coming forwards. The fingertips are coming to the ground. Breathing in. Hands on the shins. Straighten the arms, back, legs. Breathing out, forward bend. Really breathe all your breath out so that when you bend your knees, you have a full in-breath to push yourself up. Inspiring, inhale. Inhale all the way up, look up. Hands come together. Breathing out, hands are coming down. Chest is coming forward, knees are bent. Fingertips touch the floor. Look at the floor. Look at in front of you now as your hands come to the shins, just below the knees. Push off them, arms are straight. Look forwards, breathing out, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot, breathing in all the way up. Breathing out, arms coming down. Good. Breathing in all the way up. Last time we're coming down now, so breathing out, fingertips on the floor, knees are bent. Straighten the legs, straighten the arms, straighten the back, look forwards. Forward bend now. So, lift the toes, place them down. See if you can bring some weight into those toes now. Notice how that feels. So you're looking at the toes. You're not looking at the knees. You're thinking about these points moving away from each other in space. So the sternum is coming down to the toes. The tail is going up to the skies. This is what we need to mostly focus on. Breathe deeply. Make sure you have a connection between your hands and the ground. So rather than if you're floating there, then make sure you put something on the ground that you can rest your hands on, cushions or blocks or books or anything. Good. Are you noticing any improvement? Are you finding that your body is expanding, giving you more space? Good. Okay. Breathing in, come up with the fingertips, look forwards. As you breathe out, you're going to step back with the right foot, big step, and you're going to step back with the left foot, big step. You guessed it, we're coming into a plank. So, make sure the chest is above the hands, not the face. Chest, okay? Soften the elbows, so you're not locking your elbows. That's not using the strength in the arms, that's using a lock in the elbows. That's not really going to help you. We need to use the strength in the muscles. Keep the shoulders away from each other. If already your body feels like it's shaking or you're finding it difficult, bring your knees to the ground. Then you're still working, but you don't want to go into that shaking. I don't think that's very useful. Some people might say different, but I don't think it's yoga. You can develop your strength over time. Strong legs. Good. Now you're going to come up into a downward dog. So all you're doing is lifting your bottom. Push back with the hands. You might want to adjust the position of the feet. I take a tiny little step forward there. It feels more like my downward dog, more familiar. Now I'm pushing back with through the hands, as if my head wants to come to the floor, to the mat, looking back at the toes. Let's walk the dog a little bit. Bending the right knee, push the left heel down. Bending the left knee, put the right heel down. Keep the tummy tucked in. Yeah, so that tucking the tummy in and keeping it strong helps to lengthen through the waist. So we're breathing into the chest. We're keeping the shoulders away from each other. We're pushing in the whole, spreading the fingers wide. The whole hand is engaged with the ground. Good. Soft elbows. Breathe. Let's see if we can just breathe a few breaths with this downward dog. Strong thighs as well, as if your kneecaps are lifting up. The thighs are strong here. Good. Now walk the feet towards the hands. Lovely ragdoll. Just let your body hang here. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring the hands to the ground. Once again, we're going to step back into a downward dog. And we're going to come into that plank position or up dog. And however you want to, we're going to come onto the ground, onto the front of the body. Okay? Find yourself lying on the front of the body now. Make yourself comfortable and just let the pelvis rock side to side, just to ease out and just to give yourself a little bit of comfort there, easing out. Resting on the side of the head if that's okay, or if it doesn't feel okay, rest on the pillow or the backs of the hands, the forehead. This keeps the neck in a nice straight line. But otherwise, we just exercise the neck a little bit. Okay, back bend. Bring the legs together, bring the forehead to the ground. On the inhale, lift the head, nose, chin, chest, lift the legs, lift the arms off the ground. Doesn't matter if your legs come apart a little bit there. We don't want them really wide. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Get as much of your body off the ground as you can. Inhale, lift a little higher, exhale. One more breath in. Lower down on the exhale. Rest on the other side of the head. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Just relax the body. Feel the breath pushing into the ground here. Noticing where your mind is. Noticing where your mind is. Noticing how your body feels. Feel your connection to the ground. Feel the ground beneath you. Feel the support it's giving you. Come back onto the forehead. Bring the legs together. Breathing in, lift the nose, chin, chest. And breathe out. Breathing in, lift the arms and the legs. Now bring the arms out to the side and then forwards. Extend them forwards. So we're really flying through the air. Smile. Lift the limbs as high as you can. Extend into the fingers. Breathe. Open the chest. Breathe. One more breath in. As you breathe out, sweep the arms back behind you. Still keeping the limbs elevated. Breathe out. Breathe in one more time. Lift, lift, lift. And then lower down. Rest the side on the side of the head or onto the forehead on the hands as before. Just rest there. Breathe in. Breathe out. So bring the hands to the ground. Push into the hands. Walk the hands back into pose of the swan. Sit back into the heels. Make the knees as wide as you need to do. Take the arms forward, bring your forehead to the ground, or onto the back of the hands, up to you. Breathe in, with the arms extended in front of you, just really make little claws with the fingers, just to get a bit more release in the shoulders. Even clawing and creeping the hands forward, just to get lots of openness coming into backs of the shoulders, and feeling that extension through the ribs and the side body, sitting deeply back with the bottom into the heels. In this position, really important is to feel your breath in the back body. We really want to work on expanding the capacity for breath. And this is the ideal situation because you can actually really feel the breath. Because part of your body is pressed on your legs, it really encourages, and also because we're extending, encourages that whole of the back area or the lungs which are in that area to expand. Make it really expressive, that breath. Now we're just going to move and breathe a little bit. So breathing in, come up onto all fours, keeping the hands where they are outstretched here. In breath, come up onto all fours. Out breath, taking the chest forward, shoulders back. Inhale, coming up. Exhaling, sitting back into the heels. Just moving and breathing. Inhaling, you're going to lift up, checking your fingers are spread wide still. Taking the shoulders down away from your ears, chest is wide, heart is open. Inhale is coming up to all fours, and the exhale is sitting back. Good. Inhaling through the nostrils, exhaling also through the nostrils. Open the chest, keeping a little bit of a bend in the elbow. So your groin is not reaching the floor. We're just constantly moving and flowing through this little flow We're flowing with our breath. We're moving with our breath. We're following our breath. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Find yourself sitting back onto the heels. Good. So now we're going to come back onto all fours, keeping the hands where they are. We're going to briefly come into downward dog, but only as a way to shift our position. So tuck the toes under, lifting the knees off the ground. Find your downward dog, then walk the feet towards the hands, and just slowly bring the bottom to the ground. Extend the legs out in front, bounce the knees up and down. Good, okay. So we're going to practice a version of the forward bends, which includes a lovely twist. So we're going to bend the right knee, bring that right up close to you, let the knee fall out to the side. If your knee is very high up, like this, then simply pad it, support it with a cushion, or however many cushions, or even a bent cushion, as long as it feels like, oh yeah, that feels supported, it doesn't feel like I'm having to hold it. This is really important. The foot goes on the inside of that thigh, and the toes of the outstretched leg go directly up to the ceiling. It may be that it will want to collapse one way or the other, but we'll just let it go directly up. So it's engaged, that leg. Now we're going to, if you want to, sometimes it helps just to lift yourself up on your fingertips just to get the good sitting position on your sitting bones. You can also always sit on a cushion here if you feel like your back is all bent because your hips are, you're struggling to sit upright. Just sit up on a cushion. It's absolutely fine. Or a block, or several cushions. Just get yourself in a comfortable position. So take the right hand on the outside of that knee, take the left fingers behind you, breathing in, lift the chest. Keep the shoulders back and down. As you breathe out, the left shoulder's coming around. And you're going to follow it with your eyes and your nose. Keep the shoulders down. Every inhale, you're lengthening the spine, so you're lifting your chest. And every exhale, you're twisting a little deeper. These twists are beautiful for lengthening, for energizing the spine. And imagine you're squeezing out tension. We're squeezing out the tension that gathers so easily. It's just a habit, this tension. These little habitual gatherings of tension throughout the body and the mind. One more breath in and twist to the front. Yeah, these minds, dangerous places. Okay, now our body is slightly, hopefully, a bit more aligned with this outstretched leg. So let's breathe in, extend the arms up, look up at the hands. As you breathe out, the arms are coming forward, but mostly it's the chest coming forwards. And then let your hands go on the ground, or on the leg. Toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. Try and get the chest coming towards those toes, rather than the space in between. Breathing in, coming up, lengthening again, and as you breathe out, take the body forwards. If it helps, you can close the eyes just so you can feel what's going on a bit more, or soften your gaze if you don't like closing your eyes. Breathing in, lifting the chest, taking it forwards on the exhale. Sometimes this really helps. For people who find, if you find that you're always fighting and you want to get a position, then moving with the breath really helps. So coming up a little bit every inhale, and lengthening, repositioning, and breathing out. It takes us out of that place of like pushing and forcing and wanting to achieve something. Keep looking and staying engaged as well. Where am I looking? This will help where my attention goes and focus my mind, give it something to focus on. Which is if you have a tendency to anxiety, giving the mind very clear things to do. Very good. Keeping it engaged, interested, curious, staying curious in what's happening. Noticing the feelings, identifying the feelings, describing the feelings to yourself that are happening in your body. Now walk the hands back up the leg. Lift that right knee, lift the left knee, hug the knees. Just bring your face onto your knees, round the back out. So we're doing the opposite movement. We just have a very straight back now. We're just curving the back, hugging ourselves, relaxing the back of the neck. Yeah, maybe even rocking a little bit. Have a little rock. It's nice to just rock side to side. A little bit of comfort there. Extend the right leg out, keeping that left knee squeezed up. Now let the left knee fall out to the side. Don't forget you can put a cushion underneath that one if your knee is very high, to give ease to the hips. And the left foot is on the inside of that thigh. Toes of the right foot going directly up, right hand behind, left hand on the outside of that knee, breathing in. Lift the chest, lengthen up through the body, strong belly. As you breathe out, take that right shoulder back behind you. Keep the shoulders down away from your ears. Keep the head on top of the body. It might want to go forwards. Don't our heads often want to lead all the time? Give the body a chance to lead. Give the breath a chance to lead. It could be an interesting change. So inhaling, lift. Exhaling, twist. Squeezing out the tension. Squeezing out all the unnecessary tensions. Releasing, releasing. One more breath in and untwist to the front. Again, facing the body towards the outstretched leg and the foot. Breathe in, lift the arms up, look up at the back of the hands. Breathing out, taking the arms forwards, but taking that chest forwards. Hands on the ground or on the leg, whatever feels good to you. Breathe in, lifting up away. Lengthen the spine, breathing out, take the chest forwards. So you can keep doing that if it feels good to you. So breathe in, lengthen. Lift the chest, breathing out, taking the chest towards the toes. If you're looking at your knee, you've kind of given up. It's just like blop. Stay engaged with what you're doing by lengthening, lengthening, lengthening all the time. Every inhale is lengthening the spine. The chest is wanting to come forwards towards the toes. The sitting bones are wanting to go back to the wall behind you. Think about that engagement, that dynamic between these 2 points, moving away from each other in space. That's a more interesting thing to be interested and curious and involved in than I'm going to get down to this leg if it kills me. Breathing in. It takes time, you know. You need to start from where you are rather than thinking I'd like to be here or there. Be where you are. Start from there. That's the only place you can start from. Okay. Walk the hands back up the leg. Lift that left knee. Lift the right knee. Hug the knees. Good. Just have a little rock there. Good. And you come into this little cosmic egg, or having the toes on the ground. You can go maybe just, gently balance if this is difficult, but otherwise, just lift your back up. Bring the thighs towards your body. Coming into this little cosmic egg. Having a little rock around on there. Stretch the legs out. Let's give ourselves a nice full stretch. But first of all, slowly lowering the body down. Extend the fingers towards the toes. Breathe in and out the whole time. Let's see how slowly you can release and lower down the body. Slowly, slowly, continually breathing in and out. Don't hold your breath. And when you're down, just let the body go. Let everything go. Feel the release. Breathe in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Let's try it again. Breathe in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Just bend the knees here and just hug the knees. Rock and roll a little bit. Rock and roll, and then put the feet on the ground. Feet are close to the buttocks. There's space between the feet, they're about hips width apart, and the feet are parallel. Palms flat down on the ground. Let's just move the spine with the breath. So breathing in, lift the hips off the ground. Keep the chin tucked into the chest. Breathing out, roll the spine down. Breathing in, rolling the spine up. Open the front of the body, the knees are going away from you, the chest is coming towards your chin. And breathing out, roll the spine down from the top of the spine down through your back. Rocking that pelvis up as you inhale. If you want to, you can also include the arms as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, the arms can come back. If that feels good, just continue with that. Otherwise, just stay with what you're doing. Inhaling, The arms are coming up, you're lifting the hips, the arms come up, they're right on the ground. And then as you breathe out, you're trying, it's a bigger movement with the arms, you're trying to match the movement of the arms to the body, so that when the body comes down, the arms reach the ground too. Inhale. Inhaling, the arms come up, the body opens. Exhaling, the body rolls down, and the arms come back to the ground. One last time, inhale. Nice big opening the front of the body. And as you breathe out, slowly, slowly, lower down. Hands come down to the mat. Bend the knees. Hug the knees. Rock and roll. Side to side. Enjoy that release you're giving. Just really make a body onto the knees and just rock and roll, move around any which way on the lower back. Give yourself a little wriggle there. Enjoy your body. Put the feet on the ground, slide the feet away. Extend the whole body on the ground. Enjoy the whole length of your body from your fingertips to your toes. Point your toes. Yeah, feel that energy flowing. Opened up. Flow of the energy. You're releasing the tension. It's as simple as that. And then just let the legs fall out to the side. Put your arms in a comfortable position on the ground. So however they are comfortable above the head there. So you might need to widen the arms a bit. Breathe in and breathe out. So breathe in through the nostrils. As you breathe out, bring the arms up over the head. And just bring them to the belly. So breathing in, the arms come up, nice and easy. And breathing out, the hands come back to the belly. If you want to, you can bend your knees and put your feet on the floor. It feels more comfortable. That can feel really nice actually. Breathing in and breathing out. So try which one you prefer, with legs outstretched or in the semi-supine. This is quite a soft, nice version of this moving and breathing. Breathing in, expanding slightly. You feel the front of the body expand. It's a much softer version. And then as you breathe out, keeping the breath in and out of the nostrils, just bring the hands to the belly. Breathing in. Arms coming to the ground, breathing out. Moving in time with your breath. You can even close your eyes as you do this. So it's expanding the breath, and then contracting and coming back to the ground, and feeling everything, feeling your back. Feel the breath, feel the body. Notice your mind. We're just softening and slowing everything down. Simple little breath practice. Inhaling, arms come up. Exhaling, hands come back to the body. Just remembering the body as well. Being aware of our body. Becoming embodied. Trying to bring the mind into the body. Being interested and curious in our body, in our breath. Breath coming in. And breath going out. Okay, let the hands just settle on your body next time they come there. Take an inhale through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. I'm going to give you a choice now for the relaxation. You can either just extend your legs out, or if you have a piece of furniture or a chair you can use, and you can get your legs up the wall. This is a nice thing to do. Particularly if you have a cushion, that's even nicer, or a sofa nearby. And just get your legs up a little bit, just to ease even more. And that can feel really restful. So we're just going to, whatever way you choose, that's just a suggestion, but it's a really nice one to come into a relaxation. Oh, this feels nice. Might not ever get back. Okay. So find your position. If you want to cover yourself with a blanket, you can. Take a breath in through your nostrils and sigh out through your mouth. With your hands, you can have them on your body if you want, or you can have them out to the side with palms facing the ceiling or the sky. most likely the ceiling, I imagine, today. And breathe. Just feel your body on the ground. Notice how you feel. Just be aware of your practice today. So noticing the impact of your efforts today. How do I feel? How do I feel now compared to the beginning of the practice when I first came? And acknowledging how you have impacted yourself, how you have watered your own flower, if you like. Your eyes closed, just feeling the ground beneath you. Feeling the energy in your body. Noticing your thoughts as they pop up. And just allowing yourself this time to fully relax, even just for a minute or two. Just give yourself fully to this moment. And just soften the breath. Breath coming in and breath going out. Breath coming in and breath going out. Breath is just taking care of itself. Nice and easy. Just feel the whole body softening and melting into the ground. Body is softening and melting like chocolate into the ground, soft. Feel yourself merging with the earth, merging with the Mother Nature, feeling that connection, losing the sense of separation, which is the root cause of most of our distress, that feeling of separation, disconnection. Feel the connection we have right now in this moment, practicing together. Watch the belly rising and falling as you breathe in and out. Notice the flow and the movement. Constant, steady, not needing anything. Just breath moving in, breath moving out. Like the movement of the ocean. So feel the ground of your body. Feel the movement of the breath like the ocean. Feel that earthly physical quality, that connection with this nature. Feel the energy moving, the blood pumping. Feel yourself connected. Feel yourself at ease. Feel yourself loved, cared for, supported, nourished. Feel yourself surrounded by love, whatever colour that might be for you. And just enjoy that feeling, that sense of that colour, that light around you. And love for yourself. Love for the beautiful flower that you are. Okay, coming to the end of our relaxation now. You are perfectly welcome to stay where you are and just relax, continue relaxing. Or if you want to come back, you can just give yourself a little bit of a wake up by moving your body, moving your hands, moving your feet, giving yourself a good stretch, breathe in deeply. Yeah, enjoy this beautiful body, this life. You've got life in this body. Feel it, feel your breath. Wow, amazing. Move your body, give yourself a full stretch on the ground. Expand. Feel your energy, feel your flow. Feel your creativity. Feel your ability, your power. Yes. And maybe just hug your knees as well. Feel your comfort and your softness. Maybe roll onto your side. Come up to seated if you want to. And when you come up to seated, just give your body a bit of attention. Just giving the surfaces a bit of a rub. Legs. Watching as you rub the body. Face. Hair. Everything gets rubbed. Pulling the ears a little bit. That always feels nice. Rub the palms together. Vigorously create a little fire. Yes. Making it a big fire today. And place that heat and energy over the heart center. Close your eyes and bring to mind your Sankalpa affirmation, loving thought for yourself. It's a loving thought, so it's positively framed. It might start with something like I am, I can, I will, or I have, and then whatever words that follow naturally. And if nothing is there, you can't seem to come up with any words, then I am loved is a beautiful Sankalpa. So say those words to yourself, whatever words are good for you. Give them some extra fertilizer by smiling broadly. And if you don't want to do that, try it, see if you like it, and then choose. Breathe into that heart space, give it extra vital energy with your breath. Give it warmth, give it fire, give it your attention. And notice the power of your attention. And if you do anything, just pay attention to your attention. Notice what is grabbing your attention. Okay, so just letting that drop, bring the hands together. Yes, be curious and interested. And use your attention wisely. Choose where you place it. It's valuable. Everyone wants it. So choose. Yeah. Remember, when you like a flower, you just pluck it. When you love a flower, you water it daily. So practice every day. Thank you so much for being with me today. Beautiful. And yeah, just be in this beautiful ocean of alive energy today. And love, respect, peace, and appreciation for everybody. Keep trying, keep practicing. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.